say. Good morning, boys and girls. It's teacher Bonita here, and I would love to come and share a Bible story with you guys about obedience. Do you know what obedience is? That is when somebody asks you to do something. It's not always to say that it's going to be something nice, because sometimes your mom and dad will ask you to please pick up all the toys, or clean your room, or go pack your cupboards. And that's not always nice to do. But I want to tell you about Jonah. He was also disobedient. So one day, Jonah, so mom and dad can read for you in the Bible about Jonah. And yes, mom and dad can read for you in the Bible. And so Jonah was a prophet of God, and God asked him to go do a lot of things. And Jonah always said yes. He was always good, and he loved to work for God. But one day, God asked him to please go to Nineveh, and he said, no ways, he's not going to go to Nineveh. But why not? Because Nineveh was very bad. Jonah did not like Nineveh. He said, God, you know those people are very bad and they're so naughty. It's too much for me. I can't do that. And then what happened was Jonah thought, God said to Jonah, well, you don't have a choice. You have to go. It's my plan. So Jonah decided he's got a plan. And maybe it's going to work better than God's plan. He's going to hide from God. Can we hide from God? No, we can't. Because anywhere and everywhere we go, God can still see us. So he decided, I can't run away. I can't hide. So I'm going to run away from God. So he decided Nineveh was on this side, and he decided we're going to go that side. So he ran away. And then he got to the docks, and he found a ship there, and it's a ship that was going to go to Tarsus. So he bought a ticket there, and he jumped onto the boat. And then, as he was on the boat, they left, but there was a big wind that came, and there was a big storm, and everything was moving, and the waves were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the people were so scared. And they said, can anybody help us? Can anybody please help us? But nobody came. So they decided to throw some of their stuff off the boat. They decided to throw things off the boat, but still nothing happened, because the seas and the waves and everything became bigger and bigger and bigger. So the captain said to Jonah, Jonah, how can you sleep in this weather? Can you please wake up and ask your God and pray to your God to help us? And Jonah said, no, I can't pray now. I'm trying to run away from God. So what they did is, they said, well, Jonah, just give us an answer. What must we do? So Jonah said, I've got a plan. You have to throw me off the boat. And they said, really? Throw you off the boat? And Jonah said, yes, because it's my fault that there's a big storm. So what they did is, they took Jonah and they threw Jonah off the boat. And then, as Jonah was off the boat, there was a big whale. Big whale that came, and the big whale swallowed Jonah up. And then after 3 days and 3 nights, he stayed in the big fish's tummy. Some say it's a whale, some say it's a fish, but it stayed in the whale or in the tummy of a fish. And then he said, God, please, it's so dark and stinky in here. I can't take it anymore. Can you please help me? And then what happened was, the fish spit Jonah out. So Jonah was so grateful that the fish spat him out, and that God listened to his prayer. And he said, I'm sorry, I will listen to you. I will be obedient. I promise, I will listen. So then he went to Nineveh. And when he got to Nineveh, he told all the people about God. And he told them how important it is to be obedient to God. And they have to stop all the naughty stuff that they're doing and all the bad stuff that they were doing. And they did not listen to God. But they were so scared of the message that Jonah brought them that they fell on their knees and they started praising and worshiping God. They turned back to God and they also said, sorry that we are disobedient, sorry that we're not listening to you. And the whole city came to God. It was so cool, the whole city. And that is, boys and girls, that is why we also have to be obedient. It doesn't help you run away to this side or you try and hide. You need to learn to be obedient from a very young age, so that when one day when God asks you to do a big thing, like Jonah had to go to Nineveh, that you know that you will be obedient to do God's will and not only your own will. Okay, so boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the story. I've got lots more coming, so enjoy the time with Mom and Dad. And I hope you have a lovely time at home. All the teachers really miss you guys so much. And we love you. And remember, you are blessed and highly favored. Bye.